The Dads That Game podcast is brought to you by Forbidden Root. In years past, refreshing and satisfying beers were fermented from wild ingredients that were at hand. At Forbidden Root, Chicago's first botanic brewery, we craft delicious botanical beverages for today's sophisticated, thrill-seeking palates. Ask for it by name wherever good beer is sold. Check us out at ForbiddenRoot.com.
Live from his wife's basement, still gaming into their elder years, this is Dads That Game Radio Podcast.
Coming at you like a bolt of lightning. Why was I Scottish there for a minute? That was weird. Hey, everybody. It's the Dads That Game Radio Podcast. Hello. How are you doing? It's Sunday, June 25th. If you're listening to us on the Podcast Radio Network, it's Thursday. And you must be listening to us on the Podcast Radio Network's app. It's called the Cranky app. If you don't have it, go download it. KRYKEY. Tune into 102.6, 7 o'clock. Eastern Standard Time. You can hear our show as well as many others. Check us out on Twitter. We are at Dad's Game Podcast. You can also find our hosted shows on www.dadsthatgame.podbean.com. Also, I promise you, this is going to be the last flippin' week that I use this website because I'm buying a URL finally. I have a little bit of money and I'm going to get one. But right now, visit our website. It's www.dadsgamepodcast.my-free.website. How many times am I going to say that, boys? I don't know. But hello.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, pretty much. Hello, I'm Michael Wolf. With me, as always, is...
Small.
And also on the line here, out of Minnesota right now, we have... That's
Ray Spence.
Yeah, that was your cue, Ray. Thank you.
Yeah, I got it. I was just a half second behind.
No, it's horrible. It's all on tape. It's real. It's ruined. So.
Oh God! Now it's all downhill from here. What are we gonna do?
Pretty much. I think that's the overwhelming theme of our show. It's just been down,
take a left turn,
downhill, and take a left turn. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
But hello. We are actually back from the Nintendo Summer Tour. Me and Ray are. Will is not. But Ray decided to spend another night there, and he's going to go again, I believe. I don't know what he's doing today. I had to go home.
Maybe.
Maybe. I had to go home. So I got home, and I have some video footage that we're going to post on YouTube. Check our very long website if you want to get the link to our YouTube page. And, yeah, you can see my smiling face and Ray's smiling face and our kids and playing the Nintendo Summer Tour, the Summer Tour. That's our main topic today is we're going to talk about the Nintendo Summer Play Tour is the whole thing.
Yeah.
But we're going to talk about what we saw, the new stuff they brought to the table, which was, they didn't have a ton of new stuff. I mean, it wasn't like we got to go play, Super Mario Odyssey kind of new stuff. But like we played the new games coming out later this month, like Pokken Tournament on the Switch. We played Hey Pikmin, the new Miitopia, what the RPG thing that they're doing now. They also had Splatoon 2. So there was a lot of new stuff, but it wasn't like come next, a holiday kind of things. So.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun, though. It was a good time. So, but let's start off the show. Obviously, every show we start off with week in release. There's a lot of games coming out, boys. Didn't know if you knew this or not, but between June 26th and July 1st, there is a lot of games you can get your hands on right now. So starting June 27th, you can get yourself Valkyria Revolution. That's going to be on PS4, Xbox One. I believe that was a Vita game before. So Japan game coming over to the West now. It's going to be on PS4. It's also going to be on Xbox One. Look pretty cool. There's also Elite and then Dangerous. Space game. Look very cool as well. That's going to be on Mac, PC, Xbox One. Also, if you enjoy golf, there's the Golf Club 2. Not the new golf game being developed on the Switch, but it's just the Golf Club 2. Who's banging over there?
That game, that Switch game, I want it. Like that golf game, that would be awesome.
Mhm.
It just looks really fun.
Yeah, looks pretty cool. The Golf Club
Like a
2 though is
weird
going to be on.
golf
Yeah, well, it's not that game though. That's the thing. This is a totally different
I know.
game. Yeah. So
I know.
thanks, Will. Thanks for chiming in there. But the Golf Club 2 is on PC, Xbox One, and PS4. I cannot pronounce this name. I tried last night, but it's Dagon Rapa, another episode, Ultra Despair Girls, which will be on PS4. There's also
Danganronpa?
there you go. There you can pronounce it. I can't. So good job. But that's gonna be on PS4. I believe that was a Vita game as well, but it's finally making its way over to PS4. Also, there will be RPG Maker, FES, which is gonna be on Nintendo 3DS. Also, for all you Final Fantasy 15 fans out there, who doesn't love the Final Fantasy 15 game? I don't know who, but it's crazy if you don't. But episode Prompto finally coming out on June 27th as well. Continuing with that whole, I guess, series of characters that were in that game. Everybody's getting their own episode. Yeah. So, because they did Gladios last time, didn't they? And now it's Prompto.
I wish they would actually just do a DLC or an expansion that was meaningful rather than these weird little things.
Maybe. I don't know.
That, for the most part, have been pretty horrible.
Right.
But, I don't know. Whatever.
I'm not going to hate it.
The game itself is amazing.
I'm not going to hate it because the game was amazing. So
it really was.
Yeah, that's it on the 27th, though. On the 29th, you can get yourself Futurama Worlds of Tomorrow, finally, for Android and iPhone.
I have it already. It's already in my phone as a notify me as soon as it's available thing.
Yeah.
Very excited for that.
Very nice. There's also going to be Demambo on Nintendo Switch. Another game that I've been excited for a long time, actually. Micro Machines World Series. Finally coming out PC, Xbox One, and PS4. Another game called Goner on Nintendo Switch. Also, I did not realize that this was being made, but apparently I think this is how Skyrim is taking over the universe. But the Elder Scrolls Legends, their card game, is also getting Heroes of Skyrim. And that's available for PC, Mac, iOS, and Android. That's coming out the 29th. All I really have for the 29th. And then the last part will be on June 30th. June 30th, you're going to be able to get yourself Tokyo Xanadu on PS4. Demon's Age on PC, Xbox One, and PS4. I cannot confirm this game. This is a third-party game, but this is the date that they had set for it. I'm pretty sure this is when it's coming out, but if you liked Super Mega Baseball, which I did, I actually really liked it. It was really cartoony baseball. This one is a totally different animation style, but Super Mega Baseball 2 is supposed to be out on the 30th as well on PC, Xbox One, and PS4. And then a little game, little ditty that has been in the making for a little while here, but I'm excited for. Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy on PS4 on the 30th as well. So, yeah. So
that's a lot of games.
It is a lot of games. Thank you. Appreciate that. It was like you talk like Ice Bear sometimes from We Bare Bears. Ice Bear's tired. Moving on. So let's get into it, guys. There was a lot of stuff that happened this week. Alarm clock's up. There we go. Yeah, there was a lot of stuff that happened this week. We're not going to cover a lot of what was said this week. And what I'm really referring to is the kind of butcher job PlayStation threw out there this week against third parties. We're not gonna cover it, but I don't agree with how PlayStation is kind of reverting back to the PlayStation 3 days. And I'm kind of worried right now for PlayStation's sake, because it seems like Nintendo is trying to be super forward-thinking now, to where they're not getting stuck in like, well, we'll just make our own games and we're not going to offer anything to third-party developers or, independent developers. And now they have with the Nintendo Switch, and they're making a killing. And the reason I say that, this is part of the news. Nintendo stock, for the first time in a long time, is now more valuable than PlayStation stock. Which I never thought in a million years would happen with the trend that PlayStation's been on. But it seems like PlayStation right now, with an interview with their developer, well, not their developers, but like the leadership council, they explained why they didn't do a lot with third-party games, well, not third-party games, but indie games, this E3 conference. and I thought it was a very interesting read. Like I said, we're not going to go super into it, but PlayStation pretty much is snubbing the indie games, which is crazy. They said they're so 2014, which is interesting. When you make PlayStation 4, you're all about indie games, but now it's like, oh, we don't need you. So I thought it was interesting. I don't know.
I think they clarified the statement and they just said that really that the reason they didn't showcase much this year is because they did a huge showcase of them at the PlayStation Experience just back in December.
Yeah.
And not only that they're like, they think that the general public understands where they stand now with the indie scene, and that they don't need to push it as hard.
I guess.
Because people know that pretty much every indie game out there ever is on PlayStation.
I guess. I just think it was like a really big snub. Go ahead, Ray. I'm sorry.
But December, that was half a year ago. Like,
yeah,
your stance could have changed.
Yeah. I mean, I guess, but at the same time, if you go on the PlayStation Store, there's literally hundreds and hundreds of indie games available.
Right, and they've always done a really good job about supporting them too. Yeah.
So, I mean, they're there. They're not hyping them for some reason.
Right.
The same way Nintendo is now, and I mean, it's. I think, again, like you said, Nintendo is, I think, doing the right thing,
mm-hmm.
and PlayStation, I think, the same way that they did their weird E3 kind of feel this year. I really feel like they think that they're that far ahead of everybody else in everything that they are just doing what PlayStation used to do, and that's not good.
Well, and that's what was that was my point, is that I really kind of feel like we're back reminiscent of days of PlayStation 3, $600 system, PlayStation 3, to where it's like, we're so popular, screw you guys, we'll tell you what you want to play. And Microsoft got in big trouble with that too. I mean, obviously with the development of the Xbox One, where there's like, oh, you guys don't care about...
Their whole system was built on, we'll tell you what to play.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it was based off of like, oh, well, you guys like streaming media, so we're going to make a machine out of streaming media. You guys don't care about games. And that's where PlayStation was able to swoop in and be like, hey, we're gamers too. We know you guys like games. We know, it's easier to share on our system than it is on the Xbox One. All you have to do is just give a copy to your friends, And they built this whole platform on like, we're supporting indie games, and we're doing this and we're doing that. And it's like 2 years later, oh, well, PlayStation 4 is so powerful now, and we have VR and we have all this stuff. And it's like, and we're back to the same attitude. Well, we'll tell you what to play. And I don't know. I don't know how in 2 years you go from, hey, we're everybody's buddy, to back to corporate evil nightmare man. So
yeah.
It was just a thought. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I mean, we'll see what happens with PlayStation. Obviously, they're not in trouble.
We'll see how it plays out.
Yeah, I mean, they're not in trouble at all. I mean, it's just, I just thought it was a crap thing to do this week.
Maybe they should be in trouble. Maybe they should go sit in the corner.
Yeah. So
they need a timeout, We put Nintendo in timeout, and then they came back and they did something good.
Exactly. This show was responsible for that. I don't know if you guys knew that. Spread the word.
We did that.
We
did
us.
That.
Yeah, that was all us. So we turned Nintendo around. So enough complaining about a company. Does it? Yeah, go ahead.
At the same time, this play that PlayStation's doing is only going to make Nintendo stronger.
True.
Yeah.
Well, and the other thing too is going to make Microsoft stronger too, because Microsoft's on the same board of like, hey, we need indie developers. We have a new platform coming out. We need you guys to fill these slots that are, our AAA developers can't, fit. They're getting it. Nintendo's getting it. I just think it's funny in the gaming industry. It's like one company out of the three, sometimes it's like they just really go off the beaten path. And it's like you have something that's working. The games are coming out. You're all about games and development and stuff like that. And then you just totally go left.
Maybe it's like a cursed trophy, and somehow PlayStation got it. So.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe. What I want to know, though, is like this past month, Sony once again jumped ahead with the PlayStation for sales. But, I mean, that really is just because you can't be ahead in sales if you don't have systems to push.
Yeah.
Did they have systems available to sell at the Nintendo thing?
No, they didn't sell anything. It was just basically just displays of their games and just having fun.
Just
I mean,
go
it was
and
just,
play. Like
it was just a summer tour. Like, hey, this is what we offer. We're just here to have fun.
I didn't know if they were selling.
I was kind of hoping that there would be, because I would have, obviously those things probably would have been snatched up in a heartbeat, especially with the Switch. So,
yeah.
But it was a lot of fun. So,
yeah.
But
yeah, I mean, they're not available, so
Yeah.
that's why they're not leading in sales again, because I think they would be,
right.
because it's still the new hotness as far as hardware.
Yeah.
I mean, PlayStation and Xboxes have been around forever, and the Switch is a beautiful device that no one can get their hands on.
Yep. Well,
maybe at the end of Sunday they're going to release some.
Well, there's a story about that today. We'll go over here about the Nintendo Switch, because actually Nintendo did have a lot to say. I want to save it more towards the end of the show today, though, so we can.
That's the main. So.
Well, the main topic, like I said, is summer play tour, and we'll get into that. But there's actually stories I wanted to get into that we'll talk about here. But let's start off the show. Obviously, I just had to say my piece about the whole. I don't believe PlayStation's going in the right area now, and I'm sure over the next couple of weeks we'll probably talk about it more, because I'm sure they'll say more dumb stuff. But to get into the news you can use this week, you need to go basically just take your wallet right now, or your credit cards, or whatever method of payment you have, and just go bury it in the yard. The reason I say that is because the Steam Summer Sale, that's hard to say 3 times fast, sorry, Steam Summer Sale, it's live. It's going through July, first couple days in July here. But you need to go right now and just hide your wallet, because this time in holiday, some of the most ridiculous times you can buy PC games. Saw The Division on there yesterday, and all the expansion passes that they have, $35. Ridiculous. You can also buy
how can they sell it for $35? I mean, that's just crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah.
They should be handing it to people.
Well, they pretty much are. A lot of the games on there are like $5-6. I mean, there was Far Cry Primal on there. I saw for like $14. I mean, they have new deals every single day. So yeah, I would say if you're looking for some PC games and you want to get caught back up on your catalog, this is the time to buy. So
it's always insane.
Mm-hmm.
I was just making fun of The Division, that's all, because I mean, really, I can't imagine why anybody would still be playing it.
People love that game still, though. It still has a strong player base. Not as much as it did when it started, but still, people like it.
But I mean, are they all just in the dark zone, just killing each other, and that's all they're doing?
Well, I'm sure. I don't know. I
mean, that's got to be it.
I don't know. I don't know, man. The Dark Zone was
they're like
fun.
Dug in factions now, just all like standing there, going,
probably.
All right, let's. I'm gonna walk out there, and then you guys just come kill me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Red Rover.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Your turn.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, obviously, it still has a strong
I loved
player
it
base.
at first, but I just
I did
imagine.
too. I get burned out just like I did with Destiny.
Yeah.
We had Destiny news today too. But right now, obviously, go check it out if you want some cheap video games. So definitely a good
hundreds
thing.
of games, dirt.
Not even
And if
just
there's
not
new
even
games
just
on
hundreds.
sale every day, make sure to add them to your wish list.
Yeah, not even just hundreds.
It might not be on sale today, but could be in 2 days.
Yeah, that's true. Not even just hundreds, thousands of video games.
Yeah.
Not kidding. The other thing I want to talk about too, BlizzCon. Apparently, I believe BlizzCon is actually moving locations, is what it sounded like, to a bigger venue. Which is hard to believe, but they are.
In the Midwest?
Yeah, right. There's nothing in the Midwest they could come to. So, but they're moving to a bigger venue, still in California, but they're opening up another block of tickets. They're going on sale in July. As you know, usually tickets for BlizzCon usually go on sale, like usually it's February, March. Already sold out, already gone. But if you really want to go, they're opening up more tickets in July because they're going to have more space this year, is what the article said. So check that out. The other thing, too, that I really kind of wanted to harp on today is I really want to ask you guys, if you really stop and think about it, why do video game companies just flip and hate America? I really want to know. The reason I say that is because obviously first, and I'm going to enjoy playing this game just to tick off or the just nuts, but Far Cry 5 is promising to obviously kill Montana, just kill the whole state of Montana with this crazy cult. And now there's a special edition of Metroid 2, Samus Returns, that looks absolutely freaking amazing, but it's only coming to Europe. What the hell?
And you know what? That's not just America. That feels like a blatant stab at me personally.
Seriously. Well,
Like me.
Yeah. It's because, you know what the problem is? You live here. That's the freaking problem.
Yeah. I'm saying, like, it's because of me.
Yeah.
Because
you need to move to Europe.
Would want that, and I would want it, and it's considered like almost like epic loot, and I can't get it because I'm not allowed to.
If you guys,
the tentative title for that is Metroid Samus Returns: The Will Can't Have Edition.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Because it looks amazing, and it's not fair that I can't have it.
If you guys don't know what we're talking about, go check it out. But basically, Europe is getting a special collector's edition of Metroid 2: Samus Returns. It's got like a Game Boy looking metal case that will encase your game. It looks amazing, and they're getting like a soundtrack, and they're getting just pins and just.
And I don't get that. Like, Metroid is hugely popular here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know that it's hugely popular in Europe.
Maybe,
but I guess.
I don't know. That's what that's what I don't understand. It's like, why? This is the question I'm asking. Is like,
why? We don't have the numbers.
I guess. But it's like
the numbers
usually
could be double there.
Yeah, but usually like sales here for video games are some of the highest in the world. Some of them. So obviously between like Asia and here are kind of markets for video games. Like, yes, I know like obviously Europe has a huge gamer base, but we still have some of the highest numbers that have for purchasing. So I don't know. I don't understand why we get excluded out of so much stuff. I'm mad.
Well, in case people don't know, we are talking about the European version, but America does have a special edition, but it only has just a soundtrack.
I know.
Yeah.
And like I said, the European version is so much better. That's all I'm mad about. Just let me be mad. God.
I know. I'm just letting the listeners know that there is a special edition for America. It's just not as good.
Don't break the third wall. We don't talk about the listeners. So we're just talking.
Yes, we do. Whatever.
It's just the three of us having a conversation. If people listen in, they listen in. I don't talk about them though. Okay, got it. Moving in.
I'm letting you know.
Oh, okay, thank you, Ray. Appreciate that. Who are you even talking?
On a side note, for the people that do have a 3DS or even a 2DS, but this is about the 3DS, and I don't know if you know this, Will, but if you download the E3 trailer, you can play that trailer on the 3D. Like in 3D mode, so you can actually see what the game will look like when you get it.
Nice.
Interesting.
That's cool. I'll have to try that out today. So
yeah, turn your 3D on and download that, and you can see what the game looks like in 3D.
That'd be really cool. I'll have to try it out.
Cool.
Moving on, though, let's talk about Will's favorite sore spot. We're going to talk about Destiny real quick. So it was revealed by Bungie this week that Destiny 2 will still... We all know that, obviously, like from when Destiny 2 starts, it's promised as a new beginning, but it's not going to totally just, I guess, be the jerk of the room and totally forget about what happened in Destiny 1. So Destiny 1 players that actually spent all this time, doing their books of triumph and, getting their Grimoire score all the way up, Destiny actually announced this week that they're going to reward you for that. So what's going to happen is Destiny 2 will actually give you new emblems for the accomplishments that you've done in Destiny 1. Now, you have to keep in mind, a lot of these accomplishments are going to be only if you started Destiny from the beginning. So it's not like you're going to be able to just go buy the game today, get in there, and get a lot of this stuff done. So the banners that they're going to do is they have it's Laurel Triumphant, which is basically complete a moment of triumph during the Destiny's first year, which if you're a new player, you're not going to be able to do. They have Laura Prima 2, I'm mispronouncing these, I'm sorry, but complete all 10 moments of triumph during Destiny's first year. There's Slayer of Oryx. You purchased the Taken King and completed a moment of triumph during Destiny's second year. Heard the Call. You purchased the Taken King and finished all 8 moments of triumph during Destiny's second year. There's Young Wolf. You purchased Rise of Iron and got to rank 2 in the Age of Triumph record book. Saladin's Pride. You purchased Rise of Iron and got to rank 7 in the Age of Triumph book. And Lore Scholar.
Now, these last few are ones that you're able to do now, though.
Yeah, I would say the last 3. So Young
because
Wolf.
It's just like if you purchase Rise of Iron.
Right. So I'd say Young Wolf, Saladin's Pride, and Lore Scholar. You're going to be able to do the first couple.
Yeah, so
all the
Rise of Iron stuff is still available, but any of the stuff from like the earlier,
first 2 years,
vanilla Destiny or like the year 2 stuff.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to do anymore.
And then
do
it already. Too late.
Right, and then there's Lore Scholar, which is basically if your Grimoire score is over 5,000 in the original Destiny. I'm actually really excited because I've done all this crap, all of it. So when I buy Destiny 2, I'm gonna get a big old crate that's not just full of chatter white like Will would believe, and I'll be able to get all this stuff because I invested the time to actually get that stuff. So,
yep.
Yeah.
I mean, I did it for the first year, and everything we did up to whatever
Oryx,
first one like up to Oryx, but then, and I think I'll probably get some of the Rise of Iron ones.
Yeah.
Because that expansion actually got me more back invested a little bit for more time.
A little bit.
Just not enough time to complete everything. So.
Well, and I did a lot of the stuff with Rise of Iron, and then when you had to do the machine stuff, I lost interest just because at that point in time it was insane to get a group together to do the raid, and it was just very toxic. And I respect what they're doing now, to where it's like you can find a raid group that's not just going to be 5 other random people that you got to force to work together. So, and it's very hard. It's very hard to do that, and I really like what they're doing now. So we'll find out more, obviously, in July, starting next month. So make sure you pre-order, because starting next month, we're going into beta, and then obviously release in September. So very exciting.
Now, I put in my beta code on the Bungie site, and then it just says it's not available yet. Have you heard anything?
I have not. No. And I'll be honest with you, I have not even pre-ordered it.
Well, I did because I wanted the little Cade 6 figure, and it's actually really cool.
You're a GameStop fan, though. I've never liked GameStop, so sorry.
Well, I am and I'm not. But that's neither here nor there.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted the figure.
Sure.
So, but regardless, they made it like convoluted and difficult. Like you had to get the code, go to Bungie's website, put it in on their website, and then they'll tell you at some point when you can get a code.
Yeah. What they'll do is they just save your information, and then they'll just email you your code. You enter it in on PlayStation or wherever you purchased it, and then you just download the game. So
yeah,
it's not as complicated as you're making it out to be. So. Sorry to burst your bubble there, buddy. Sorry. So I know you like to rant on stuff. Why can't you
just go to the PlayStation store and put the code in there?
Because the game is not available as of yet. They have to put it on PlayStation before you can actually do that. So it just doesn't work the way you want it to. I know you like to rant about stuff, and you're a little powder keg just ready to light your fuse. Just knock it off, okay? Well, knock it off.
Just calm down, Will.
In fact, you know what? If everybody pays attention maybe later today, they might see what I'm angry about now.
Did you finally make a video about what's bugging Will? Like I've been asking you to.
There very well may be.
Oh, thank God.
There very well may be something that is bugging me that people might need to know about.
Also, to throw out our YouTube page there, I do want to thank my good buddy Scotty Stevens. Obviously, you can hear his amazing show, Watch Talk Wrestling, him and Abel, Monday nights. He did a video for us called basically the goofy, it's a goofy gamer character that he did. But he took his E3 take, and I thought it was really funny. So I put it on our YouTube page if you guys want to go check it out. Any friends of Scott, go check it out, or any friends of us, check it out. But we're gonna start doing more YouTube stuff. So check our YouTube page every now and then. I will have the Summer of Play footage up eventually, probably in the next day or so. So if you guys want to check it out about what it was all cool. But yeah, definitely. Subscribe to our YouTube page, like our page, and we'll have a lot more videos up there sooner or later. Moving on to our next story. I don't know if you guys have played this game as of yet. If you have not, I am going to recommend it highly. This is probably one of the funnest games that I have been playing lately on PC. It is coming out to Xbox right now. Slated for holiday release, I think around November. Haven't heard an exact release date. But the reason I bring it up is because how crazy this game is doing right now, and it's only in pre-development. Like, it's not even a finished product as of yet. What I'm talking about is PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. It just surpassed $100 million in revenue. The game's not even done yet. It already has 4 million players, and it's not even done yet. If we've covered the game before.
Like new. It's like it's what people are playing instead of like the Arma mod that everybody was playing.
Yeah.
Like back, what was it, like the zombie one?
Right.
This is like what has like it's the new thing that has drawn everybody's attention.
It is a lot of reason. It is a lot of fun. It is if you have a PC right now that can push it, and actually you don't even need a PC that is super beefy. I think the whole game is probably maybe 12 gigabytes, maybe. Not a super polished game right now. Like I said, everything's in pre-development. Most fun I've ever had though. It's got a single player mode, a duo mode, a co-op mode, and then it's also got a 4-player party mode too. It gets a lot harder, obviously, when you start doing I would say the hardest thing is basically single player, because it's you versus 99 other people. So the premise of the story is there's an island full of armor and guns and vehicles, and basically story is you and 100 people basically get into this huge cargo plane. They drop you on this huge island. It's a massive island. And you basically have to scavenge for guns, ammo, bandages, ammunition, and vehicles. And basically what happens is it's basically just one versus all. You kill or be killed. Once you're dead, you're out.
Kill anyone you see.
Kill anybody you see. Yeah. So if you kill, obviously, if you're killed, you're out of the game. And there's no resurrection. There's no coming back. You're just done. And you got to go start another game. The cool part about the game, too, is that with the island being so big, you'd be like, well, how could you find, 100 other people on this, huge island? They have a game mechanic that basically says you have to get to this point by this time period, which is usually they start closing in the map every 3 minutes. And they have this big barrier. It's like a big blue barrier that keeps on shrinking and shrinking and shrinking, that keeps drawing players into each other. So basically when you start getting down to the lower numbers, like when there's like 20 people left, mass chaos, and all you hear is gunshots everywhere. I found myself hiding in the bathroom sometime, because sometimes all you can do is just camp. So I've found myself hiding in the bathroom with a shotgun pointed at the door, and just hearing people come look through the house, and you're like, oh god, stuff is going down. A lot of fun though, and I've been streaming that game too. So if you want to check it out, check out our Twitch site, because I have been streaming it. It's been a lot of fun.
That game mechanic does sound very good.
It's really well. It's really well done for something that's in.
Yeah, the shrinking map thing is probably the best mechanic there. Yeah. I mean, just being able to not have to, like, if the map is that big, everybody, I would think, if it didn't shrink, everybody would just be camping and hiding.
Well, and that would be the thing. It would just the game would take forever. And they honestly, like, I would say the longest game I probably ever played, maybe 30-40 minutes. So they try to basically cycle you through games as fast as possible. And the thing is like, it's just one map right now. I mean, there's works of they're putting in a zombie mode, I guess, is coming soon. They're doing different maps. They have weather mechanics that are really cool. Right now, it's just basically they have like fair weather, and then they have rain. It's a lot of fun to play in the rain.
Now, tell me something.
Though. Yeah.
When you're playing it, is it every time you drop in, you're all basically the same? Like, there's no level or anything like that.
Correct.
Like, you get dropped in with nothing.
Yeah.
So every time you drop in,
every time you drop in, you have no ammo, you have no armor, you have nothing. You have the clothes on your back, or sometimes you just have underwear if you don't have clothes equipped. You can unlock different clothing, but you don't start off with guns. You don't start off with ammo. You don't start off with anything except for yourself.
So you can't. There's no advantage to anybody.
Nobody.
Like, it's not like, I played it, 100 hours, whereas this other person just played it just starting today.
Right.
And because I played it for so long, I already have all these boosts and extras.
Right. Correct.
It's everybody plays on even footing every time.
Even Battleground from every single match, which it makes the game just brilliant.
That's awesome. That's way better. Yeah.
The other thing I really like too is that you have freedom to basically when you parachute onto this cargo plane with 100 other people, you have the choice to start out where you want to though. So you can start off anywhere on the island you want to because you decide where you're going to parachute to.
I was just going to ask how that happens.
Yeah, so
you the same 100 feet of each other.
No, not at all. So basically,
scatter.
No, you just basically the plane flies over the island at different directions per different game. So like sometimes it can be going north to, obviously north to south, east to west, sometimes diagonally, sometimes the other way. They always change.
So the points are different when you can choose where you land?
No, the island the island is
different.
The island is the same all the time. It's just the plane flies over different areas. So sometimes like if you jump out of the plane, it's going to be harder to get to that location. You may have to hoof it for a little while or find a vehicle. So because there's like a big military base on there, there's a power plant, there's a school. I've noticed a lot of times playing the game, like the military base, a lot of people jump to that because there's always the best weapons there. The school also is just full of weapons and armor. The power plant, the same. So there's
of course it is.
Yeah. So there's a lot of
those darn kids.
Well, there's a lot of different locations that have more stuff than other locations because like some locations are just like a house or two, and you may find some cool armor or a gun in there. But it's not always a guarantee. There's gas stations. There's apartment building. There's apartment complexes. Usually if you can find an apartment complex, it's pretty cool because it's like floor after floor after floor of like, guns or ammo, and you can get a backpack and you can store your stuff.
Something.
Yeah, correct. So I would say if you guys haven't played it yet, if you have a PC, it's not even, like I said, it's not a super beefy game that you have to have a top of the line PC for. I would say go check it out.
350 Pentium.
Yeah, yeah.
And you said it's just going to be it's just going to be on Xbox One, or is it also coming to PS4?
For the rumors right now, it is exclusive to Xbox One as a timed exclusive.
Okay.
I read an article yesterday where they said that they are thinking about bringing it to PlayStation 4. Nothing in development right now, though. So it will be PC, it will be Xbox One. I would definitely say when it comes out for Xbox One, if you obviously you haven't grabbed it for PC, definitely grab it. It is. I love the game. Me and my bud Rich, we play it like almost every Friday night, and we'll get 2 other people and we'll play like groups of 4, and it just becomes more crazy because it's like 4 versus 4 versus 4. Like you have groups of 4 that you have to basically take down, and that becomes more tactical because it's trying to move, yourself and 3 other people versus just trying to move yourself, to these points to where you have to get to. It just becomes more crazy. So I cannot speak more highly of that game than I already have because it's just like I said, for a pre-developed game like super into alpha right now, amazing, like just really well done. So.
It doesn't sound like the budget is the issue. They have $100 million.
Well,
I want it on PS4.
Well, I'm sorry. They I can't help you with that. So, but I would just
going
say
straight to the bank.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So, but they have a lockdown on that game too, and I think once the final product comes out, I'm excited for the final product because man, that game right now, the way it sits right now, unreal. How well done it is. And it's only $40. So, not even a $60 game. So, great game. But moving on, we killed a lot of time with that topic. That was good. Moving on, though. So, apparently Amazon has done it again. So, according to Amazon, and I'm going to talk about, obviously, the whipping boy of E3, but Amazon leaked that the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim for a Nintendo Switch will be released on November 28th. I want to call BS, but they were right about Assassin's Creed. That's all I'm going to say.
Is that Black Friday?
The 28th, I think it's the week after Black Friday.
Okay.
Yeah. So, like I said, I want to call BS, but I just, they haven't been wrong before. They were right about Assassin's Creed. They've been right about a couple other things too. So, obviously, leaks get out there, but I don't know. It'll be interesting.
Is anybody overly excited?
No, I
never finished playing Skyrim.
Yeah.
On PS3.
I think it would be cool to play on Switch. Yeah, I think it would be cool to play on Switch, depending on how it looks.
I feel like you're not getting in the new version though. I think you're going to get the original.
Right. That's my biggest concern.
You know
I'm
what I mean?
okay with that because I never finished the original.
There you go.
No, but I mean, like, you're not going to get like
The
the
remastered.
enhanced version
Yeah.
that has the better visuals. You're going to get the old
Original
version
crappy.
that still has the very muddy visuals.
Right.
Just because I don't think the Switch might be able to handle the newer one, but maybe because
Maybe.
it's still a 5-year-old game.
Yeah, well,
I mean, who
and
knows?
what was the news that they said? What was it? The new Sonic Forces game is running at 30 frames per second on Nintendo
30
Switch.
frames, yeah.
which isn't horrible. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
But I mean,
I
the
don't-
Switch is getting the super duper graphic update for the Minecraft.
True. So I don't know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think it would be able to pull off the new version.
I think they
Maybe.
could too, and I
But
don't.
maybe
I
they
don't,
started developing for the Switch
Or-
back before they came out with the new version.
Right.
Maybe.
Maybe.
So now it'd just be even harder to do.
I don't know. I would think it would be a smart move to put in the new version because they kind of did like it was like a greatest hits or a gold version of the game when they redid it. So hopefully that'll be what's
Yeah.
coming over to Switch. We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the other news that I was excited about for actually happening this Tuesday, if you guys have been listening to the show, know that I've been in the beta, know that I've been freaking loving this character. But Diablo fans, you can finally rejoice. June 27th, Necromancer. And it's a lot cheaper than some people thought it would be. I honestly thought it would be in the $20 range. But they for $14.99, you're going to be able to grab yourself the new character, as well as a huge plethora of in-game goodies. You're going to be able to get yourself a new Golem pet, cosmetic wings of the Crypt Guardian, 2 additional character slots, 2 stash tabs, the Necromancer portrait, banner, and sigil, and accent with it. As also the Bloodmaster pennant. So, yeah. But
And if you get it on if you get it on like PS4 or Xbox, they are selling it as a new package deal. If you don't already have it.
They have what is called the Eternal Edition, and it basically has Diablo 3, Reaper of Souls, and the Necromancer kit all together.
And the Necromancer.
Yeah, that's $40.
But I also think even with that, I think it's only $40. Yeah, so
but
it's not even like that's expensive. You're
No,
getting
not
the
at
whole
all. It's
thing.
$40. But for anybody that wants to jump into the game that never played it on console, it's definitely going to be a version for you. I don't have a release date on that though. I don't think they said this Tuesday. So, but I know it is in development or it is coming very soon. I don't see why it wouldn't be on Tuesday, but I haven't heard anything
I think
about
it. I thought it was coming to everything on Tuesday.
Yeah.
But maybe I'm wrong. I thought it was because I would love to just grab the $15 DLC for mine. And
Well,
just
if you
get back
already
into
have
it.
Reaper of Souls on your console, because I play mine on PC, but even if you have it on your console, just do the $15 DLC and you're gonna have everything.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
For me,
so-
I already have the Reaper of Souls,
On
my
console.
PS4. So
Right.
I'd rather just grab it that way. But for anybody that doesn't, that's just a cool thing. Like cheap and tons of content. Plus, come on, Necromancer.
We've talked about Diablo 3 before, and I honestly have to say, ever since they started doing seasons, like I don't play anything with Diablo 3 unless it's in seasons anymore. Like that's how much I love seasons, because it's like it gives you objectives.
Like the next season will also have everybody's character will be a Necromancer.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure. I've seen that before too. But even playing beta, obviously. But I mean, just you have like 9 people that are.
Why are you in
Necromancer.
beta and playing a barbarian? Come on, Mike.
I get it. Obviously that was a silly thing to say, but I'm just saying it was just kind of funny to see, like, when you grouped up with people, it's like you got 4 other Necromancers with you, and it's like, but it was really cool to see the gear that some kids were getting and like the set pieces and things like that. So it's like brand new set pieces, brand new gear, and they have like new maps. So I was excited about that. So, but speaking of raising things from the dead, I don't know if you guys saw this week. If you haven't already downloaded these games, and actually I have a funny story about it, and it totally works. You'll have to just take my word for it because I actually tried it last night. But Sega, obviously we've talked about them before in the past, but live this week is the Sega Forever program.
And I am so excited.
Yeah,
just like you, I've downloaded everything.
Yeah, I already downloaded everything, and I've been playing it like no other. Here's the program if you guys aren't familiar with it. So for those of you who want to download the games, but basically Sega Forever is a free program of growing classic games collection from every console era. So this is going to include Master System, Genesis, Mega Drive, Dreamcast, and more. I don't know where the "and more" comes from. I don't remember systems after Dreamcast.
Right.
But basically the games available for download right now, you can get yourself Sonic the Hedgehog, Altered Beast, Phantasy Star 2, Kid Chameleon, and Comic Zone. Finally, they got my freaking letters about Comic Zone. You have no idea
and
how
I
happy I
think
am.
the original Crazy Taxi is on there too, but that was
before.
First,
yeah,
it came
before
out a couple weeks ago.
Right, yeah, before all this other stuff came out. There's more games in development. Here's a fun tidbit for you, and I don't know if you guys know this, because if you have a Nintendo Switch and you like to use a USB controller to sync up to your phone, did you guys know you can actually take your Nintendo Switch Joy-Con? So if you just take your Joy-Con off, slide it off your Nintendo Switch, that actually pairs up to your phone. All you have to do is just hit the gray button at the top, where if you're looking at your Joy-Con, here, I'll grab mine here real quick. So if you're looking at your Joy-Con, when you slide it off, it has that little railing at the top of it, and you see those little two top buttons with like a LED light that flashes back and forth. There's a button between those. If you push that button, and then you go to your phone and basically discover Bluetooth devices, your Joy-Con will sync to your phone, and you can use your Joy-Con as a controller to play all these games. I just, before you call BS, just go try it, because I tried it last night. Totally works. It's amazing. And
That's cool.
Yeah, you can just use the left and right button for A and B, and I'm not kidding. It made life a lot easier than basically trying to play it on your phone.
It probably made Sonic a lot easier, because Sonic with just trying to use the regular
on-screen controls. Yeah,
on-screen stuff was kind of hard.
Yep,
it died a lot.
Yeah, I was playing Altered Beast, and I love that freaking game, but it was really hard to play, unfortunately, with on-screen controls. So, but yeah, before you call BS, go try it out. It totally works, I promise you. Also, the rumor is right now that Sega is actually trying to bring this whole gaming news, the Sega Forever program, the whole library to Nintendo Switch. Which, if they did,
that would be really cool.
That would be amazing. I would love to just play those games on Switch all the time. So, and I don't see why they wouldn't, because it's like Nintendo holds the rights to Sonic now, don't they? Or are they just licensed by Sega? I don't know how it works anymore. So
I don't know, but
it would be cool to see that on Nintendo Switch. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
So just be able to play with your regular controls. Yeah. So, but speaking of Nintendo, and obviously we talked about this at the beginning of the show, but I'm going to talk about it more. So we all know that obviously if you can find yourself a Switch, unless God just opens up, a doorway to heaven like he did with me and pretty much handed me one, it's really, really hard to find a Nintendo Switch. I think you have a better chance of finding a grain of rice in a snowstorm than finding a Nintendo Switch. I thought we had it bad here in America, but did you guys know that in Japan it's about 20 times worse? Which is weird to me, because they make it there, don't they? That is weird,
yeah.
Yeah. So, because they've shipped it everywhere else trying to build up the market, but they said it's so bad in Japan that when they finally get the stores to carry it, gone. They said sometimes they'll sell out in 6 minutes or less. That's insane.
Wow.
That is insane to me. That means that just
really
they really are just not... and I'm not going to harp on Nintendo here, because Nintendo's trying to make it right. They actually basically tweeted out this week that starting in July and August, they're pushing mass shipments. So hopefully the shortage problem will be rectified here. So if you haven't seen one...
So. I think people just need to be able to get the system.
It's probably the best handheld system I've ever played. And I'm going to... Like I said, when we... I'll apologize again, but honestly, like when you come from a generation of Wii U users, they got burned by Wii U, it's hard to trust. It was hard to trust again. And then it's like I finally trusted them, and they've never let me down. I love the Switch. I love what they're doing with the games. I'm super excited to see what's next. And the rest of the show, we're actually just going to talk about nothing but Nintendo. So the last story I wanted to go over before we talk about me and Ray's experience with the Summer Play Tour is this story made me laugh, and I have to finish on a joke. So basically what happened this week was there was a tweet that went viral about the new Super Mario Odyssey game. The tweet basically depicted Mario being eaten by Kirby, and then Kirby being possessed by Mario. So it showed a picture of Kirby eating Mario and obviously inheriting his powers. And then it showed from obviously like, Super Mario Odyssey, Kirby with the Mario hat, with the eyeballs. This led Nintendo of America to respond with a tweet of their own, basically saying, actually, he's been captured by Mario. So the whole inheriting somebody's body is not apparently a possession. I really wish somebody would have told that mom who tried to kill her daughter because she thought she was demon possessed, by pouring sand down her throat and eyes. I don't know if you guys heard the story, that her daughter wasn't possessed by the devil. She was just captured by the devil.
She was just captured. Yeah.
Just captured.
Different.
Totally different.
Okay. It's like a friendly thing when you do it that way.
It's like, it's like Casper the Friendly Ghost. It's just, there's nothing.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
Everybody's okay.
It was a really dumb story, and I'm sorry it was a really dumb joke, but I just thought it was interesting that it's like you have to go that far to basically clarify what Mario's doing. He's inheriting the body of somebody. How is that not possession? So
yeah, right.
Whatever.
Well, they're calling it capture because the hat's name is Cappy.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, maybe.
Capture.
That's a really big stretch, though. I'm sorry. So, but whatever. But moving into the Nintendo Summer of Play Tour. Like I said, very impressed for what I saw. Very impressed with their setup. Very impressed in how they handled the lines. And I love Nintendo games. What can I say? I had a ton of fun. So Ray, I'll let you talk here for a minute, Ray. I mean, what exactly did you like? Let's go down the list here. So we got to actually see Hey Pikmin, on the brand new 2DS XL. And, I cannot, stress enough that I think without the 3D in this system, I'm okay with it. Like the system itself was like it was super light. It was even lighter than the regular 2DS they have right now. And very sturdy, didn't sense any flimsiness at all. And the screen was fine. I didn't care that it didn't have the 3D. I don't think it was as sharp as the 3DS, like on picture part, but it didn't faze me. So
no, and with my 3DS, I hardly ever play with 3D mode just because it hurts my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Like that could just be me. Most people might other play in 3D mode, but
yeah, no,
I
think
it just hurts my eyes.
I think you're
but the games were good. Like I never played Hey Pikmin.
Yeah.
And
Hey Pikmin's
pretty good.
Hey Pikmin's not until later this month, so there's a reason.
Yeah.
Well, not until later July, so there's a reason you never played Hey Pikmin.
Well, I know.
But no, the game was fun. It was a lot of fun. I mean, it was a fun. I thought I was really worried about it
coming out. Yeah. Like, why didn't they have Super Mario Odyssey then?
Well,
my son was very disappointed.
I know,
but we'll get into that.
We'll get into that later.
But for 3DS games, they had Hey Pikmin. They had the new Miitopia.
Yep, that was fun.
Which basically your family, friends, they all get me faces, and then you go out and quest.
The one that I was playing, and I don't know if it was the same on everybody, but it was Miyamoto's face as the main character, which was really funny to watch.
It?
Yeah, it was really fun to play actually, because like Miyamoto, like your me has like facial expressions that he does, and it was just really funny to watch, like Miyamoto like squint his eyes and stuff like that. It made me laugh. So, but yeah, the new RPG game coming out, the Miitopia game, I love that one. So it's a lot of reading. Obviously, it's an RPG, but I mean, it was really cool to actually play it and get into it and kind of go around exploring this town and doing quests and finding mysteries. It was really fun. I liked it. I really liked Hey Pikmin as well. I was really kind of worried about that game, but honestly, it's like they've simplified Pikmin to where all you do is you just tap the screen and you can throw your Pikmin where you need them to go. And that's,
it's just 2D side scrolling.
Yeah.
And you
throw
your Pikmin to attack.
Yeah, you throw your Pikmin to attack.
Or pick up objects.
Yeah, or pick up objects or go do something, and you can call them. But there's like two actions to that whole game. It's you can call your Pikmin or you basically just throw your Pikmin. They didn't overcomplicate it. And I've known with Pikmin games in the past, it's like you had to push certain number of buttons to do your Pikmin, do different things. But they didn't do that in this time. They just, honestly, it's just like a point. You take your stylus, you point it at the screen, you throw your Pikmin, they go collect for you, they go fight for you. And it was cute. It wasn't anything that I have any problems with. So
I feel like it's a good starter Pikmin game for like our kids.
Yeah, for kids. Yeah.
And then you can let them play, Pikmin 2 and 3.
Right. And I think Pikmin fans will actually enjoy the game too. It's a fun, like, just back to basics game. So kind of like Ray said, it's a great starter game. But I didn't hate it. I really liked it a lot. And like I said, with the new 2DS XL, I was kind of thinking like it was gonna be. I don't think I expected it to look or feel the way that it did. Because I'll be honest with you, that is a solid system. Like, it is solid built and super light. Like I said, it's lighter than the original 2DS, which was that kind of bulky, merged together 2-screen thing.
Yeah, more of a square.
Yep, this is back to the 3DS. The 3DS, obviously 2 screens that you can fold into each other and take. Super light, though. Like, the lightest system that I've ever seen them do. And did not hate it at all. I thought it was really well designed.
I don't like about it is just cosmetic. I don't like the outer, like how it has like a trim around the outer shell.
Sure, I got you.
When it's closed.
I got you.
But that's not a system breaker.
No, just a cosmetic choice that they did. So I thought it was cool though. We also, games that obviously were already out. We played Mario Kart. They had a really cool Mario Kart setup. They had these like tires with LEDs in them. And then they had the four switches all around them, so you could play 4 player.
You just stand around that.
Yeah, you just stand around that. They also had they brought in race car seats, and they had the driving wheels, and they had the big screen. Me and my family got to play that one. That was really cool.
I didn't get to sit down.
Go. You're breaking up, Ray. What?
I didn't get to sit down on that one. Did you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, me, Kaylee, and Esther played that one. She had a lot of fun with that one. They also brought in Street Fighter 2. They brought in Bomberman. They had Snipper Clippers there. They had 1-2 Switch, which the Nintendo guys playing that were really super nice. They played with my daughter, and I have video of it. But man, that was a lot of fun. They brought in Breath of the Wild. They had ARMS. They had a pretty big ARMS setup, which was really nice. They had like multiple screens for ARMS. I did not realize how bad I suck at that game when I have to when I actually have to punch. Because normally, like when I can play it on my controller and I can just push the L and R button for my punches, I'm actually pretty decent. But when I have to punch, I totally sucked. Like there was a kid that was like 5. He totally kicked my butt.
Yeah, they weren't letting Mike play with the pro controller, so he actually had to move his arms.
I did. It was horrible. And this kid that was like right next to me, he probably was like maybe 6, 7, probably. I think it would be more embarrassing if he was 5. That's like my daughter's age. But yeah, he was probably 6 or 7, but he knew how to play the game. He owned it. He kicked my butt, and Ray can't talk because he played with a kid that. What was he? He was maybe 13, 14 maybe, but he totally kicked your butt too. So
yeah, wow. But he owned it also.
Yeah, true. So, but the younger generation is rising up. We need to stop them now. So, me and Ray actually played around a Pokken Tournament, the XL game. Not gonna lie, I played the Wii U version, and I did not see a change in like graphic quality or anything else. They had more characters, but it's basically like I said, it was kind of like Mario Kart. 8 obviously came over on Wii U first, and then it's like they did the deluxe on the Switch. Same situation in this case here. They're not doing anything new. They put a couple new characters in. I got to play one of the new characters yesterday. And I totally whipped up on Ray. I beat him pretty bad.
I never played the game before, but you sure?
I don't care.
Take your win.
I don't care. I'm taking my win. It's a win. Win is a win. Get over it. But I don't hate it. I've never really been into that game. So
I'm still confused by it. I just don't understand. Like because when you ever play a regular Pokemon game, you legit it's an RPG. So you throw your Pokemon and then it's like. Choose what you're gonna do, and that's it. This is an actual
fighting game. So it's
fighting game.
Yeah. So you choose your Pokemon
combos and stuff, or
well, you choose your Pokemon, and then basically the 2 Pokemon are just in a ring, and like I think I was Garchomp or something like that. I don't even know the names of these guys.
But you also get 2 assist Pokemon.
Yeah, you can get 2 assist Pokemon
to choose from.
Right, and you can choose kind of what kind of a tactics you want to take. Like you can be like very aggressive, or there's different moves you can do. But no, like total fighting game, like Street Fighter. So it's basically just two Pokemon going at it. The different buttons you push do different moves. We had a lot of fun with it. There was a lady that was nice enough to record me and Ray playing it, but no, it was. I'm not gonna hate it. It was fun. I just not super into it.
And then I did get another chance to play it again with my 4-year-old son.
Oh, okay. Did you
And
win that
he kicked my butt also. So.
Nice.
Like both rounds, I lost.
That's funny.
So, at first, I was letting him have a chance, but then literally he was just kicking my butt.
Right. So,
I was trying to win, and I couldn't.
You couldn't even do it.
That's awesome.
But then the last game they had Pokemon Sun and Moon there on the new 2DS and 3DS XLs there. They also had Splatoon 2, new map on there. I did not get a chance to play it because the line was so long. So
I didn't either.
Yeah,
but I wanted to. I think I'm going to go back today and play that.
Okay, well, go play it, and you can talk about it next week if you want to. But I just enjoyed the whole experience. Like I would say, it was just really well done. So I have to applaud Nintendo. And I honestly, like, we've harped on Nintendo so much over the past like year and a half, roughly, about just decisions they made with the Wii U and what they did with the Classic. But it's like I'm finally at a point in my life I'm okay with Nintendo again, and that's weird for me. Like, it's really weird for me to see Nintendo like doing well. Like I've always felt that like they're the little engine that
finally being smart, making good decisions,
right?
Being the company that we wanted them to be, but just haven't, and now they are. So that's good.
Yeah, but like for one time in my life, it's like I'm excited to see what Nintendo is going to do next. They have so much in the works, like coming soon. From what Reggie says, next year too. I mean, for God's sakes, I mean, a new Pokemon game's being developed and a new Metroid game's being developed. That's going to be out in 2018. So I would just say the future looks bright for them, and I'm really happy about that because they do deserve it. The
future looks bright for gamers in general.
Yeah, true. But I just say from where Nintendo came from with the flop of the Wii U to where they're finally fighting back, it's exciting to see that. It's very exciting to see that. So, but no, that was really all they had. I mean, they didn't have a ton of other stuff, but I would say I had a lot of fun. Ray's going back today, so he'll have fun again, but.
And they also had a punch card. So you were supposed to go around and play the 4 main demos of ARMS, Mario Kart, Splatoon 2, and Pokken Tournament DX.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then there's like 4 stars at the bottom for the 3DS games or the other Switch games. Like 1-2 Switch.
Well, the cool thing about that too is when you're done with all the games, when you played them all, you'd go tournament at their prize center, and then like you'd push a button. Depending on what flashed up on this, I think there was like a mushroom, a lightning bolt, a flower, so like the Mario symbols.
Yeah.
But they had
like Mario Kart symbols, like mushroom, lightning bolt, fireball.
Right. So, but basically they had a lot of prizes. So they had like hats, and they had cups and sleeves, and I mean they just had a ton of stuff they were giving out. I got two Splatoon cups, and also if you had the QR code from your My Nintendo, you got a really nice Nintendo water bottle, which I got too. So I actually got 2 of them because me and my wife did it. But check out, if you guys are anywhere close to the Summer of Play tour, check their schedule. Just go to Nintendo's website or just type in Summer of Play. I definitely recommend going. A lot of fun.
Yeah, this was their 3rd stop of maybe like 10 or 12 stops.
There's still a lot more stops. Yeah, so they're up in Minnesota right now with Ray. Not with Ray, but Ray's up there with him. But they got a lot more stops coming out. But that was all the time we had for our show today. So, but I just want to applaud them, and I'm excited to see that Nintendo, the fight's not done with them. So
yeah,
but from Michael Wolf and
Will Small,
and the other guy,
and Ray Spence,
we do thank you for listening. This is obviously episode 55 for us. I don't know if I said that at the beginning, but we do thank you for listening. We love you. Check out our website. Like I said, this will probably be the last week that you have to type in this long website, but www.dadsgamepodcast.my-free.website. You can find everything on there. Like I said, we'll have a lot more stuff on YouTube probably in the next couple days, especially with the Nintendo stuff that I shot. So check it out. We do thank you for listening. We love you. We will see you next week, hopefully. And take it easy. Bye now.
Thank you for listening to the Dads That Game radio podcast. Find us on Facebook at Dads That Game Podcast. Follow us on Twitter at Dads Game Podcast. Email us your thoughts and questions to dadsthatgamepodcast@gmail.com.